I don't know if you guys saw the Women's World Cup match last night. They defeated Colombia 2-0.
I watched part of it.
Yeah, a lot of really dramatic moments. One missed penalty kick in there. But the bigger issue is that midfielders Lauren Holiday and Megan Rapinoe will not be playing Friday against China because they were yellow carded in the first half in last night's game. They had previously racked up yellow cards in previous matches. So that means that they are both going to be sitting out on Friday against China.
Stupid rule.
It's sort of a weird rule that it's the accumulated thing. And the first one was sort of debatable. They said, well, not really maybe a clear call, but it was the accumulation of stuff that that was happening kind of all throughout. But again, they're going to be without two really important players. And do you think this is the end of the road for the U.S. women's national team?
Yeah, I know it's the rule, but it's a silly rule.
We just saw the NBA
yellow
finals.
cards are not terribly egregious offenses. I mean, if you want to make it 5 yellow cards and you have to miss a game, then I can understand it. But 2 yellow cards, that's nothing.
To me, it's the accumulated thing throughout the tournament that I don't really get.
But we saw in the NBA Finals that there were a couple of situations where there could have been somebody who had to sit out a game because of too many excessive
flagrant fouls.
Yeah, so it's their rules, so you have to play by their rules. So if you get one, I would try my best not to get another one. But in the case of Megan, I wonder if she's not going to play, are her relatives allowed to come to the game? Because she's the one who announced before the World Cup started that she didn't want any of her relatives there because every time they come, she loses. So now I wonder if they're allowed to go up to Vancouver and watch the game on Friday night. They're going to have problems against China. They were going to have problems with them against China. Without them, when you've got 2 of your best scorers out, I think that we've been losing to China in a lot of areas for years.
They're not playing real well. I mean,
no,
they're playing well enough to
messy.
win.
It's
they're
really
playing
messy.
well enough to win, but they're not playing real well. But
Messi plays in the World Cup on the other side.
I know.
Back to the rule. The rule's too oppressive.
Yeah, it seems like it. I know you want to keep players safe, but soccer's a physical game, just like all sports are.
It is.
And the fact that you penalize somebody for something that happened in a previous match doesn't really jive with me.
Nah, me either. Hey, thanks.
Thanks, guys.
Dan Petty, Digital Director of Sports. Check him out at denverpost.com. And that segment was sponsored by the Blake Street Tavern. 3 bars under one roof, 18,000 square feet available to you, and 60 HD TVs. So whatever you want to watch, they will put it on if they don't already have it on. It's Blake Street Tavern, named Denver's best sports bar 3 years in a row by Westward, and it's located just a couple of blocks north of Coors Field at 23rd and Blake.